Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Today I'm going to talk about some counter words that we can use to talk about food. So in previous lessons of this whiteboard series, we've talked about uncountable and countable nouns. Some words that we use to talk about food are what's called uncountable nouns. They're called uncountable nouns, meaning we cannot say 1, 2, or 3 directly before the noun, directly before the uncountable noun. Instead, we count these uncountable nouns with counter words. So today I'm going to introduce a few common words that we use to count uncountable food nouns. So let's take a look at a few examples. Okay, the first counter word I want to talk about is slice. So we use most of these counter words, for example, slice, followed by of. So slice of plus the noun. So let's look at some examples. With slice, we can use pizza. I have an image here. Slice of pizza, slice of cake, slice of bread, slice of fruit. Fruit, keep in mind though, we use fruit for things we can cut into maybe a shape like this or into a thin piece of fruit. So we would not use, for example, berries with the word slice. We would use, for example, melon or orange. Something we can divide by cutting is something we use the word slice with. So slice is one that we can use with these verbs, or sorry. So slice is one word that we can use with these uncountable nouns, for example. We can also use the word piece. So piece is a very, very general word that we can apply to many different foods because piece refers to a part of something. So if you imagine a large single item like a chicken or turkey or maybe steak, a smaller part of that we can call a piece. So we use the word piece. We can use it with pizza or cake as we did with slice here. But pizza, a piece of pizza, is a part of a larger item, part of a larger pizza. Same thing with cake. So we can use slice and piece with either cake or pizza. And there are some other words we can use too. So let me say that again. So we can use slice or piece with both pizza and cake. And there are some other cases, some other nouns where we can use both words as well. So we can use it for, like I said, meat, because we often need to break meat into smaller parts to eat it. So piece we can use with these larger items that we make into smaller parts. Okay, another one you might hear is stick. Stick. We use stick with butter. So one piece of butter doesn't quite have the same meaning as one stick of butter. So butter is often sold in sticks. You might also hear stick used for instant coffee, a stick of instant coffee or a stick of instant something else. So dried ingredients are often sold in sticks. You might hear a stick of coffee, or maybe there's an ingredient in your country that is sold in sticks. So we use stick to talk about a packet of dried ingredient that's in a long shape. We also use stick for butter. Okay, next one is bowl. Bowl. So foods that are served in a bowl, typically, we can use the word bowl to talk about those serving sizes. So again, we use bowl plus of plus the noun. So a bowl of rice, a bowl of soup, a bowl of salad, if you like. You can change, if you have a specific soup you want to talk about, you can put the word before soup. So for example, a bowl of chicken soup, a bowl of turkey soup, a bowl of minestrone soup. You can include the word to make the soup specific if you like. Okay, next one, jar. So a jar is usually a glass container with a lid that you can twist the top of. So we use jar for jam or jellies, for honey, for mayonnaise, for olives. Any item which is sold in a jar, in that item, we can use the word jar to count that. So 1 jar, 2 jars, for example. Next one is a bit special, the word loaf. So loaf we use to count bread. You'll remember up here I said slice of bread. Slice of bread is used for a piece, a part of bread. However, loaf is used to talk about the entire bread, uncut. So bread that has not been touched, or bread that has not been changed at all, that's a loaf of bread, a loaf of bread. So we use the word loaf to talk about bread. Okay. On to the other side. The next word is head, a head of something. We use this for some vegetables like lettuce, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower. Kind of, you can look at it in this sort of shape. It has this very round side, and then maybe there are some leaves, or there are, like with cauliflower, some flowers at the edge, the other edge. So we use the word head to talk about this. So a head of lettuce, or a head of cabbage, a head of cauliflower. We can also, to talk about smaller sizes, you can say half a head of cauliflower, half a head of lettuce as well. So we use head to count this kind of shape. Usually this is a vegetable. Okay, next one is box. So items which are sold in boxes, for example, pasta or cookies, we can use box to talk about those. Another one is bag. We can use bag to talk about items like flour, sugar, maybe baking related items. A bag of flour, a bag of sugar. Kind of has this image, a bag of something. Another one, we use bar. We use a bar to talk about candy, a bar of candy. We use bar for this. You might also hear protein bars. That could be something else we use it for. But when counting, we use bar to talk about this shape of candy, a bar of candy. Okay. Another interesting word, especially for cooking, is pinch, pinch. So to pinch means to put your fingers together in this motion. When recipes say add a pinch of salt or a pinch of pepper, it means a very small amount, enough, just enough that it can fit between your two fingers, so a very small amount. We use this for salt or pepper, herbs, and spices. A pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper means a very small amount, just enough that can fit between your fingers is a pinch of something. Last one here, also may be useful for cooking and eating and baking, is packet, packet. So if you've been to a fast food restaurant, maybe you have seen these small containers that are usually plastic, which ketchup and mustard are kept in. So we use the word packet to talk about those. You might also find yeast packets if you like to bake. So these are the small small packages that you can rip, you can tear open, and the ingredient comes out. So we use the word packet, a packet of ketchup, a packet of mustard. We use packet to talk about these. So those are a couple of common counter words that we use to talk about food. I hope that these are helpful for you. Of course, these are not the only counter words we use for food, but they're some of the most common ones. So if you have any questions, or if there's another common counter word that you'd like to know more about or you'd like to share, please let us know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching this episode. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check us out at EnglishClass101.com. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.